Welcome to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Have fun listening. Eva strolled down the street, beaming with joy. The gentle summer breeze played with her hair. Today, finally, her long-awaited dream would come true. She envisioned walking into the shop, selecting the earrings, walking back home, and keeping them safe in her purse. Eva flashed a broad smile at the scowling passerby. To some people, her dream might have appeared ridiculous. However, it was a dream, nonetheless. 6 months ago, Eva had seen earrings in a tiny jewelry store that resembled the ones her great-grandmother had. Unfortunately, Eva had only seen them in pictures. Her grandmother and mother recounted the tale of how her great-grandfather, a soldier, had once given these earrings to his young wife. However, when great-grandfather died during the war, great-grandmother was forced to sell the earrings to support her grandmother and brother. Antonina Stepanovna, Eva's grandmother, recounted how difficult it was for her mother to part with the earrings. She was extremely protective of them and decided to sell them only in dire circumstances. When Eva saw the earrings in the store, she knew she would do anything to possess the jewelry. She didn't contemplate whether or not they were the correct earrings. She simply desired them to have her own recollection of her family. When she learned how much the earrings cost, the girl was a little stunned. Nevertheless, she immediately decided to save up. Pushing aside her melancholy thoughts, Eva remembered that today was a joyful day. The correct amount was on the card, and she was heading to the store. Eva visited the store frequently and knew the earrings were still available. The girl turned onto the correct street and saw the coveted door. She only needed to cross the street. Eva waited for the green light to appear when a dog suddenly dashed across the street. The girl gasped in horror as a large Labrador, seemingly terrified of something, leaped onto the road. There was a loud thud, and the wounded dog yelped. The cars on the road came to a halt. Without thinking, Eva ran to the dog. The animal was still alive, but it was obvious that it was badly injured and needed immediate medical attention. The door slammed, and an irate driver rushed towards Eva. Eva walked down the street with a smile on her face, enjoying the light summer breeze that fluttered her hair. Today was the day that her long-cherished dream would finally come true. She imagined walking into the store, picking up the earrings that looked exactly like the ones her great-grandmother had, and securing them in her purse. Despite some people thinking her dream was silly, Eva was determined to make it a reality. 6 months ago, Eva had seen the earrings in a small jewelry store and knew she had to have them. She didn't think about whether they were the right ones or not, but she wanted to have a piece of her family's history. When she found out how much they cost, she was taken aback, but she made the decision to save up for them. As Eva approached the store, she could see the door she had been eagerly waiting to walk through. However, as she waited to cross the street, a large Labrador suddenly darted out onto the road and was hit by a car. The dog was in pain and needed urgent medical attention, but the driver who hit it was more concerned about being inconvenienced. As the driver berated Eva for not looking after the dog, a kind stranger tapped her on the shoulder and offered to take them to the vet. Eva nodded gratefully, and the stranger picked up the injured dog and placed it on the back seat of his car. Eva sat down next to him, hoping the dog would make it through. Eva felt a sinking feeling in her stomach as she looked at the bill. She had saved up for months to buy the earrings she had been dreaming of, but now almost all her savings were gone. She knew she had to pay the bill, but it felt like a huge setback. As she walked out of the clinic, she couldn't help but feel a sense of disappointment and frustration. But as she looked down at the bill in her hand, she remembered the reason she had spent all that money in the first place. It wasn't just about the earrings, it was about the story and the memory of her great-grandmother. And now she had saved a life. The dog would have died if she hadn't acted quickly and found help. Eva took a deep breath and made the decision to let go of her disappointment. She felt grateful that she had the means to pay the bill and save the dog's life. As she walked down the street, she felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. She had done something good, something that mattered. When she finally arrived at the jewelry store, she walked in with a new perspective. She no longer felt a sense of urgency or longing for the earrings. Instead, she felt a sense of calm and appreciation for what she already had. She looked at the earrings, admired them, but ultimately decided to walk away. She no longer needed them to feel connected to her family's story. She had her own story now, one that she was proud of. On the following day, Eva took a cab to the clinic to pick up the Labrador, who was still weak. Upon arrival, she discovered that the dog was a 2-year-old male and decided to name him Lucky. As Lucky's health improved, Eva began to wonder what she should do with him, as he was clearly someone's pet. Fortunately, the dog was groomed and wearing a collar with a broken leash, indicating that he had likely run away. Eva initially planned to put up physical notices in the area, but a colleague suggested she search for missing pets online. Eva quickly found a social media group where an ad had been posted that closely matched Lucky's description, indicating that he had run away after his leash broke. Eva contacted the dog's owner, Murat, and arranged to meet him. When Murat arrived at Eva's home, Lucky joyfully greeted him by wagging his tail and licking his face. Murat was clearly relieved to have found his missing dog, and he thanked Eva for taking care of him. Eva informed Murat that Lucky had been hit by a car, but had since received medical treatment and was now healthy. She also provided Murat with the documents from the veterinarian so that he could review Lucky's treatment. Murat confirmed Eva's identity, and the two parted ways. Murat introduced himself and expressed his gratitude to Eva for finding and saving his beloved dog. He was overjoyed to be reunited with Oscar, whose real name was revealed to Eva. Murat wanted to repay Eva for the expenses incurred during Oscar's treatment, but she refused and suggested he use the money for the dog's future needs instead. Murat then invited Eva to dinner as a token of his gratitude, and after some hesitation, Eva agreed. Eva and Murat sat at the table, with Oscar lying at their feet. Murat proved to be a great cook and the food was delicious. They talked about their lives, their interests, and their mutual love for animals. As they chatted, Eva realized that Murat was a kind, genuine, and generous person. After dinner, Murat gave Eva a warm hug and thanked her again for everything she had done for Oscar. He promised to keep in touch and update her on Oscar's progress. Eva left feeling happy and content, grateful for the unexpected new friendship she had made. Eva developed a close relationship with Murat and Oscar after their first dinner together, and they continued to spend time together regularly. As the new year approached, they decided to celebrate the holiday together. Eva arrived at Murat's apartment a few hours before midnight and was greeted warmly by Oscar. "Will it just be the three of us?" Eva asked, and Murat responded by asking if she needed someone else to join them. But Eva was content with just the two of them and Oscar. Just moments before the New Year countdown, Murat surprised Eva with a beautiful box. Inside were the very earrings she had been dreaming of. Eva was stunned and asked how Murat knew. "I guess my heart told me," he replied with a smile. As Eva held the earrings close to her chest, she asked, "And now what?" Murat replied, "And now the new year," as he embraced her tightly. Thank you for your attention. Subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos.